Hey guys, it's Adrienne, and today in this video I'm going to be showing you how I dodge and burn 3 different ways. The first way I've already shown in a couple of videos, but I'm going to go ahead and do it just for the sake of example. So example number 1 of dodging and burning is you are going to create a new layer. The mode will be soft light, and check this box right here that says fill with soft light neutral color 50% gray. And you want 2 of these, so go ahead and duplicate that. And the first one, you can go ahead and name this one light, and the second one shadow. I like to start on the light areas, and you're just going to take your brush tool, change your mode to soft light, and bring your opacity up wherever you feel like it. This image is a little bit darker, so I know I'm not going to use 100%, so I'm going to go around to in the 60s. And make sure you have a white paintbrush. And then you are just going to follow where the light is already on her face and paint. You're literally painting light onto her face. So wherever there's light, you paint. Unless you don't like it where it is, and then you don't paint there. Don't let me tell you how to live your life. So wherever there's light, or wherever you feel like putting some, put it there. We can bring the opacity down to make it look a little bit more natural. Move on to our shadows. I like to bring my opacity down. And I'm using a black brush for my shadows. And you're just kind of following where the shadows are on her face, or wherever you would like to add in a little bit more shadow. Or darken up some makeup. Wherever you feel like it. We can come over here and mess with the opacity and make it look a lot better. So there you can see just a quick little example of how I dodge and burn using this method. For method number 2, you are going to use curves. So you're going to use one curves layer, and you're going to bring up the curves layer however high you want. You are going to invert this layer mask that is already on your curves layer. Make a second curves layer and bring it down, because this is going to be our shadows, and invert that layer. Now let's go back to our highlights, and you're going to use your brush tool again, but we're going to go and fix it onto normal mode, and I'm going to keep my opacity kind of low so I can build it up. Now you want to make sure that you are using a white brush for both of these, because these layer masks are black, and if you paint with black, nothing will show up. So here we are, once again, painting light onto Kayla's face. This method is almost exactly like the first one, except we're using curves. And once again, you're just painting on wherever you want some light. So we're not changing our color, we're just keeping it white once again. You're still using the brush tool on normal mode. And I'm going to bring my opacity down even more for the shadows. And what's really great about this method, is the fact that if you feel like you've painted in too much in just one specific area and you don't want to bring the opacity down, you can just switch your brush to black and paint right back over where you put that shadow, and it will take it away. See? And that is method number 2. Let's go ahead and move on to method number 3. Method number 3 is my newest favorite, and I really like it for skin and a lot of portraits. I don't use it for every single picture because sometimes it doesn't work. So we're going to create a new layer and select soft light, fill with soft light, neutral color, 50% gray once again. But we are going to add a layer mask to this, just in case. Then we are going to select our dodge tool and make sure it's on the midtones and keep the, I guess the exposure, the opacity pretty low so you can build it up. And go ahead and start painting on wherever you feel like it. Now this method I feel like adds kind of a sparkle to the skin, and it looks a little bit different to me. Maybe a little bit more intense of a highlight. But I really, really like it. Now, you can go ahead and stay on this same layer or go ahead and create a new one. I would suggest creating a new one, as I don't like doing dodging and burning on the exact same layer because it limits you. And sometimes your dodging is a little bit too intense and then you have to bring it down, and then you're bringing down your burning also. And sometimes your burning is just perfect. So I would work on separate layers. So soft light, fill with soft light, neutral color, 50% gray. Once again, put a layer mask just in case. And you're going to select your burn tool. And the same thing with midtones and keep it kind of low. So this is basically just the exact same thing that we've been doing, painting, but with different tools. And you can bring your opacity layers down. Can you see what I'm seeing? That it looks a little bit more like sparkly. I just like it. Okay, that is method 3. Obviously, this is just a quick demonstration. I would do it in a lot more in depth. I would do it in a lot. Does that make sense? Did that sentence make sense? Because I don't think it did. But I would do it a lot slower and a lot more precise, but this was just to show you 3 different ways that you can dodge and burn. Maybe one looks a lot easier and a lot better to you, and hopefully this was informational and not a complete wash. And I hope you guys are liking the videos that I am creating for you. I really like making videos, and if you have any suggestions, please let me know down below in the comments, or you can send me a message, or, you know, a letter by pigeon, whatever. I hope you guys have a great day, and I will see you next time. Bye!